So this episode, we're sitting there hunting elk over one of our favorite wallows. And after about the third bear that has come into this wallow, we decided it's time to take one. Hope you enjoy.
I gave him a shot. I said next time he comes back. Whoa, I don't like that. Hey everybody, I finally decided to come out. Just haven't been feeling like hunting this year for some reason. I don't know why. But I got in here. This spot where I've killed quite a few bulls because it's just hotter than hell. And we're just getting things set up for tomorrow. I'm gonna come set it all day. Things are so dry. But I got probably about an hour's worth of light here, maybe an hour and a half, and then it'll be dark. But we're at least set up for in the morning. I camp out at the truck, and then I get in here about 2-3 hours before daylight. So, and then get in the tree and wait. Hopefully, I won't forget my seat this time. I totally forgot it, so I had to sit on the side of the stand. So. But we're gonna sit here till dark and see if anything wants to come in. Hi everybody, it's day 2. Well, not really day 2, but it's basically my first morning. So we're gonna probably just sit in here all day and see what happens, because it's just way too hot to go do anything else. But yeah, so we got enough supplies to sit in here all day. We're sitting over a pretty decent wallow. Got pretty good thermals and wind blowing down right now. So just gonna hang out and see what happens. Got a couple pretty decent bulls on this camera, so I'm gonna and a bunch of bears, so if any of them come in, we'll gladly try it. There we go. just right down there. Get a drink of water and make it to the water hole because they came down the trail I'm sitting on. No, we don't have an elk do that. I think they may work their way up. We'll see.
Couple hours after that deer left, the first bear showed up to the wall unexpectedly. I really thought about shooting this one, but I just couldn't tell if it was the right size, and the first one coming in, I didn't want it to spook any elk that might be in the area. Pretty small bear. Not very big, pretty small. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
minus the world. That's what got us. See, it's still right up there. Pretty slow. I thought about shooting it, but guess if it comes back this evening, when it's time to leave, I might go ahead and shoot it, but it's amazing how it can change just like that. Been in the stand since 4:35ish, and here it is 10:30. We had a doe and 2 fawns come by, and a bear, all within 5 minutes of each other. Maybe we'll get an elk to come in now. If not, it's been a pretty cool day. Just sitting here seeing the things like that. Come in 26 yards right in the water, so.
Shortly after that one bear took off, I was sitting there maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, and I happened to look up, and a different bear comes in. And, you know, it still looks like a younger one, but it's like, well, we'll see. So we sit there and watch it and see what it does. And I do tell myself, alright, this is the second one. If we see a third one, no matter how big it is later on, we're going to shoot one of these things. There's just way too many predators in the area for all the elk activity, and bears do a lot of harm on elk calves in the springtime. They really target them hard, so let's just see what inspires here. So yeah, after this bear finally makes it into the water, I decided that I'd pass on him this time coming in. But if this guy comes back in again, which is highly unlikely, but if he does, I'm going to go ahead and take this bear, because it'll be the third time a bear has come in, even though it may have been the same one. Or if a different one comes in, I'm going to shoot it no matter what, because that's just way too many predators in the area. So we gave him a pass this time. Just awesome sitting there watching him. But if one comes in the next time, he's getting it.
Pretty freaking cool.
If you guys are looking for a great source, get your mapping sources from Base Maps. That's who we use on all our hunts. They're fantastic technology, works amazing for all of our adventures, even our business opportunities that we use in the woods. Look them up, great source. You can see here the wind was kind of iffy, and he was going back and forth with his nose, smelling, thinking he could smell something, but it wasn't quite good enough for him to actually get a good smell. And I was almost gonna shoot him here, and I still didn't do it. So, but yeah, you just watch how that bear's nose is working. You can see he kind of smells us, but he doesn't quite actually get a full whiff.
about another 50 pounds or so, I'd probably shoot him. That one almost got it because of the color. I'm kind of on a thing this year where I want to harvest bigger animals. I probably should have shot it, or even the first one. Because they were hard on elk calves, so let's see if we get another opportunity this evening. We may try it, but we'll see how much longer we sit. This wind's kind of being funky up here. I don't want to ruin a chance at bull coming in. So but it's 1 o'clock. There's a good chance I can still see something tonight. So I'll just hang out. Got 6.5, 7 hours till dark, so good times.
So here it wasn't more than 45 minutes later, I looked down to my right, and there was that bear again, coming back up again to the water hole. And I was like, that's it. Game over. Your tag's getting punched, buddy. Too many bears, keeping all the elk out of the swallow. And I tell you what, after we did manage to harvest a bear out of here, the elk activity went way up and the bear activity went way down. That shows that predators have a huge role in what's going on out there.
I gave him a shot. I said next time he comes back. Oh, I got him. Saving elk calves. Not an elk, but I'll take it. Same one twice, but the third time it came in. Time to get shot. Too many predators around. I only went 20 yards. Dead in a doornail.
So after the shot, you can hear the barely went 20 yards, 30 yards tops. I waited for Jacob to come in. He came in and brought a sled because he didn't want to leave a gut pile near the wallow, and we ended up actually dragging the bear in a sled all the way down the mountain and out of there, and didn't leave a gut pile or anything in the woods to not mess up the elk hunting there. We didn't get any recover footage because we were trying to just get it and get out of there so we wouldn't interrupt the spot, and it worked later on because we had elk in there the next day with no gut pile or anything near the water hole, so we were very thankful we did that.
Yeah.
A bit of bear bowling. Packing Tyler's bear out.
Next episode, Wes and I link up, go check some of our cameras way back in the back country, and run into a bull that I had found the opening day, and a couple other bulls, and things get pretty exciting here, as you can see. If you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like, subscribe, and that notification bell. It really helps out the channel, and share with everybody you know. Thank you very much.
Big bull.